Hello, beautiful monsters. Welcome to Ghoulgasm, where we explore the world of horror. Peter Stumpp, also known as the Werewolf of Bedburg, was a wealthy German farmer and widower that had two children, a son, age unknown, and a daughter older than 15 years old. In 1589, Peter Stumpp had one of the most lurid and famous werewolf trials of history. Some said that Peter Stumpp was not his true name, as he's also been referred to as Abel Griswold, but that the name Stumpp was given to him because his left hand had been cut off, leaving only the stump of his arm. The story began like a lot of other werewolf stories. The villagers began to suspect that a werewolf was amongst them when local livestock began turning up dead, the carcasses torn apart. Not long after this, women and children began to disappear. Some of these missing people turned up mutilated like the livestock. There are a few theories as to why Peter was identified as the werewolf. One explanation is that the testimonies from those that saw the werewolf had said its left forepaw was cut off, and that the same injury on Peter proved his guilt. Others say that reports of an incestuous relationship between Peter and his daughter fueled suspicion. There are claims that his son was a product of that relationship. Another explanation given is that he was falsely accused for political reasons. It's thought that he was a Protestant convert and that the trial could have been a way to persecute him for this. The story goes that during the trial, Peter was put on a rack. His flesh was removed in chunks, and his limbs were broken. During this torture, he confessed. Oh boy, did he confess. He claimed that he had been practicing black magic since he was a young boy of 12. He said that the devil had given him a belt that allowed him to make a metamorphosis into the likeness of a greedy and devouring wolf, strong and mighty, with eyes great and large, which in the night sparkled like fire, a mouth great and wide, with most sharp and cruel teeth, a huge body and mighty paws. When he removed the belt, he would transform back into his human form. No such belt was ever found. He confessed that for 25 years he gorged on the flesh of sheep, goats, and lambs, men, women, and children. During the torture, he confessed to killing and eating 14 children, including his own son, after which he devoured his son's brain. He also confessed to murdering 2 pregnant women, whose fetuses he ate and referred to as dainty morsels. On October 31st, 1589, Peter Stumpp and his daughter were executed in what is known as one of the most brutal executions on record. He was put to a wheel. His flesh was removed from his body in 10 places with red-hot pincers. His limbs were broken with the blunt side of an axe head to prevent him from rising from the grave. And then he was beheaded and burnt on a pyre next to his daughter, who had been flayed and strangled. As a warning against similar behavior, local authorities erected a pole with the torture wheel and the figure of a wolf on it, and at the very top, they placed Peter Stumpp's severed head. In the 1922 classic Nosferatu, how many times does Count Orlok, played by Max Schreck, blink? Note, he is only in the film for 9 minutes. Here at Ghoulgasm, we do not claim to be scholars or experts. So if you have any additions or clarifications to this story, please let us know in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay weird, beautiful monsters.